Wonderful.
Isn't there any light?
I can't say the same thing. I'm surrounded by light.
Take the hunt. Can't watch live, but can dislike. Yeah, you can. Alright, and speaking of, yeah, you can. Let's fix this camera.
Oh, of course.
Seems like a lot of the times, cameras, they have trouble with with very small black objects.
Yes.
Trouble focusing, trouble figuring out what the heck is going on. Ooh, now we're talking. There we go. I'm going to leave it like that. Lucky bat. Oh, heck. It hurt. Kick the bandit. I'm in, covered in sanding dust, but I'm watching. Hello, Jay. Michael Spitz reviews are coming along slowly. Stanley Campbell, this mini is my waifu. If you paint her wrong, I will take it as a threat. I know nothing about this model. All I know is I got it $6 shipped on eBay. And I thought that was a pretty good deal.
And you're painting it right now.
Yeah. That's literally, I don't even know what it's called. I had to Google its name and then copy paste it.
Insert JoJo reference here. How was the stream on Sunday? Well, we didn't stream on Sunday, so it was great.
Mm-hmm. Ah, it was wonderful. From 9 to 10 o'clock p.m., I just did whatever I wanted.
Let's just say
yeah.
There was no pants on. Probably.
Trizart. I saw Rogue Trader in the title, and now I'm slightly disappointed. This is a Rogue Trader model. It came in one of the expansions.
It's not Rogue Trader, Rogue Trader.
No, it's not Rogue Trader, Rogue Trader. It's just Rogue Trader.
Exactly.
Hit it. Jay, do you agree that Zinch is a goober? Oh, I love text to speech. Alpha Brother. His show text to speech. There's a great line where one of the characters goes, "Fuck you, Zinch. You're a nerd." I don't know why. Just the delivery just really got me. Everybody should go watch that. It's better than this show. Everybody switch on over.
Exactly. I mean, that's my cat's favorite show for some reason. She really enjoys watching it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those streams, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I like Skype because it...
Oh, yeah.
It decides that's the important noise. That's really fun. Really fun.
Yeah.
It's been quite a day, but I can't talk about it.
I'm sure.
Hasn't it been?
I feel like a time travel through all of yesterday. Thanks, Booze. Mr. Booze, Mr. Booze, Mr. B-double-O-Z. Matthew Cheeseman, spot on with the big forge roll today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really got a kick out of writing that video.
Wait,
I felt like I was completely out of top fives. Because I'm like, I don't think I have more to say on more models, but I'm like, wait a second, the big forge rolled stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was hard picking the tops for that one. And I could have put a couple more bottoms on there. Evaluation of gaming. Do you actually want dislikes? Yes.
Yes. Do it. Michael Spitz, the compressor boy.
Mm-hmm. Shrek Shaw, only just started watching your stuff, but safe to say I'm hooked. Keep up the great work. Yeah.
Can make that happen.
Where is my squirt bottle? It's not near
Oh
me.
yeah, Trizart. What are y'all expecting in this week's 40k Orky preview? Yeah, they mentioned that it's going to be an Orky preview. Very
Nice.
orc-heavy preview this Saturday. I have no idea.
Didn't they already show off the Orky thing?
No, there's more.
There's more
apparently
Orky
more
thing.
stuff.
Ah. I can't imagine it's going to be better than the crocodile gorilla.
Probably not. Or the
Probably,
creepy
yeah.
man, which
Mhm.
I like the creepy man the most.
What's fun is the creepy man, it looks like it's being ridden by the grot-like things, so it might be
Yeah.
really small.
Mhm.
Yeah, that the creepy man is pretty great.
Man,
Just
do I want that model.
Just a dude.
Mm-hmm. It's gross, and I love it.
Insert JoJo reference here. I was playing a game of 40k, and not a very sneaky Night Lord's army defeated the Raven Guard swiftly in 2 turns. I had wiped out half of the Raven Guard. Wow.
What a loser.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they're crying at home right now. Get it?
I
Nick,
gotta
do
clean
you,
up my airbrush.
do you agree that Nurgle is cooler than Tzeentch? No, Tzeentch is cooler than Nurgle. That's right, folks. I said it. I'll say the truth. I really like the Tzeentch demons.
You know what? I think Nurgle, though,
And the Ripper
it's
Green.
pretty close.
Yeah, it is pretty close. But I think if I had to choose, I'm gonna choose a Tzeentch.
Mm. Like, should I get a cheap airbrush for my birthday or start collecting? My heart is torn, and my parents would never go for both. Probably more models.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, that's just more fun, anyways.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, if anyone's has seen the trailer for Austin Powers 2, it has a great line where it says, "If you're gonna see one movie this year, see Star Wars. But if you're gonna see 2 movies this year, see Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me."
That's fun. Imagine the really fun movie trailers.
Really, now movie trailers are just synopsises of the movie.
Exactly. It just tells you exactly what happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite an ask to be like, okay, go put your pants on and get in your car and drive to the movie theater and pick out a movie and pay for the ticket.
Yeah. I mean,
and then
right
go
when you
sit
said
down.
Right when you said I had to get my pants on.
It's a
that was
huge
no.
ask.
Yeah. That was definitely not happening.
The Strange Brain. I have a large model with a metal peg in the bottom of the foot, and I want to put it on a base. What should I do? Well, you could file that. You could file the peg into a smaller peg, and then drill a hole in the base, and then put the peg in the hole. Doomslayer. Rogue Trader. So the Bane Blade is next week. Paint a tank, Jay. I don't know if a tank would fit in under the webcam. Put it like 3 feet in the air. God, what color? What color? What color? I mean, my brain says like metal and red and black, but that's just because that's what my brain always defaults to.
Metal, red, black.
I don't think I've ever painted with green in my life. But I
Paint
don't
with green.
really want to paint with green.
Maybe that means you should do it anyway.
Maybe. Haunted Bagel Hopkins. What would you like to see from Kill Team 2.0? Kill Team 2.0, really, if they just published a new book with all the rules for elites and commanders, I would be happy with that. I would love to see them do something where they can update the rules more quickly. Like maybe if there was an online PDF for like, you know, if they come out with a new model for Tau, and they can just publish a PDF for Kill Team rules for that unit instead of having to publish a whole goddamn new book. And I would love to see unique models for Kill Team, like that don't exist in Big 40k. I think that would be really cool.
Sniper Grots.
Sniper Grats. Well, no, I want to see those in big.
All right,
big,
never mind.
There's Big Kill Team and Little 40k. That's what the two games are.
Yep. Amazing. So are you deciding on what color you're gonna paint her?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Green, green,
maybe,
green.
I was thinking pink, but then she might look like the Pink Power Ranger.
Pink, pink, pink. You convinced me.
J.K. Tyler, why does Jay have arms? You don't need arms. Stanley Campbell, Metal Red Black sounds like the Martyred Lady. Yeah, that is Sisters of Battle Martyred Lady. Just like the box.
Yeah. Love a good box.
Insert Trader reference here. Jay should make Nick go onto the Discord server. Look for a post by Bananas R. I'm starting to fix up my Crimson Slaughter. Evaluation of gaming. Join us next week. Jay paints Nick like one of his French girls.
Perfect. Is that one of the options for next?
It is. It
Patreon
is.
poll?
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Do green. I could do green. And then what color is her metal stuff going to be? What is a good metal color to go with green? Silver? Gold? Brass?
Brass.
Yeah.
Brass is yellow.
Brass is yellow. Kind of-ish. Browny yellow.
I mean, yellow and green is Packers colors, so that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Lucky bet. Purple.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my go-to whenever you ask for a color is orange.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't really help in this situation at all. And really, it never helps anyways.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah. Randy Coach. Kill Team 2.0 starter set with orcs. Orcs.
Yes. That would be pretty cool.
Chicken Egg, good evening, fellow human children.
Brett McIntosh, hey, where did you get this model?
I bought this on eBay, but it was one of the expansion packs for, oh, maybe, no, it wasn't Rogue Trader, was it? It was one of the expansions for Blackstone Fortress. That's what it was. I'm a big old liar. I don't think they sell it anymore, though. Jagerbomb 2 tips. I think Games Workshop wants to triple dip with units. They can be used for Kill Team, Horus Heresy, and 40k. Think we'll see something extra besides orcs and Kriegers. I mean, I feel like if we see orcs and Kriegers, that would be amazing. I think it's also pretty cool that your models can be used in a bunch of different games. That actually kind of adds value. They should raise the price to compensate.
And that's how they know that we're shills. These shill rumors are going to keep on rolling, aren't they?
And Crimson, hiya folks. Hope y'all are having a great evening, or morning, or anywhere in between. Blue. I'm going to do blue.
I'm having an in-between. You're going to paint her blue?
Yeah.
Ah.
Like blue and bright, bright silver.
And bright, bright green. Nice. Jaeger Bomb 2. Don't give Games Workshop any ideas.
Oh yeah, they'll do it.
Brain Pinker, struggling here real hard. I work on highlighting and where to get put the highlights kill me. Anyone says the raised edge, but what is the fabric with a ton of little grooves?
Yeah, you treat if you have a bunch of details right next to each other, you kind of treat them like they're all the same. So I would say, like, paint them all to the same value, like in terms of color range, and then when you do your highlights, you bring the highlights up the same way. Is there any way to say this in a way that makes any sense at all? Like, so that your top highlight is always maxes out at a drop of white, and that's a really easy way to get like highlights that uniform across surfaces. So if you have like a weird texture, maybe just literally a dot of white on the top of each one can kind of make it look like they all have a little glint. No, I don't want that brush. I want this brush. Blue and copper would be rocking. Nah, I want blue and silver. Chicken nuggets. James Airshop adding value by letting their models be used for various games. Haha, good one.
I mean, they're doing it.
Evolution of gaming. How would you gents feel about a resurgence of Epic and Battlefleet Gothic? It'll probably come one day. Interestingly, Adeptus Titanicus and Aeronautica Imperialis are in the same scale. So it could be one day they bring it all together into Epic 40k in the same scale.
Now that would be epic.
Battlefleet Gothic would be pretty cool, although it's a little tricky. Like X-Wing, crazy cool game. Armada kind of feels a lot like X-Wing, but way more expensive. And so I wonder if Battlefleet Gothic would be like Aeronautica Imperialis, but like way more expensive.
I would never buy expensive minis. That'd be so silly. Can you imagine even buying a bunch of expensive minis?
No, never.
D. Jacobs, anyone order Dominion from Games Workshop and have it delivered yet?
Nope. But if you picked it up from a store.
Oh yeah, and that's what we did. Maybe I have some Dominion figures in my hand right now, for some reason.
Doomslayer, I find if you need to explain something really clearly that's difficult, use investments and tax policies. It's so clear that no one has ever has any follow-up questions. For sure.
Lucky bet. Yeah, only shills buy products from companies.
Yeah!
That is a gosh darn fact right there. Only the shilliest shills do that.
Evolution of gaming. Does Games Workshop even make expensive models?
No, I think they should start doing that. That would make a lot more sense.
Big Daddy Dragon. I wish they would go back to the original Warhammer Fantasy. Nope. Never in a million years. Age of Sigmar all the way.
Yeah.
Also, you can use some of the same models.
That's true. Like the crew. Oh. Nah. Oh.
You know what though? Everybody who played Warhammer Fantasy Battles, you could still play Warhammer Fantasy Battles. If you have your models, if you have your books, presumably you were playing with people you know, so you could reach out to those people you know and be like, "You want to play some Warhammer Fantasy Battles?" Like, you don't have to play the latest.
That's true. And there she is again.
Yeah.
And there we have it.
Infinite DM, I'm really hoping that Old World uses movement trays like from Song and Ice of Fire. Do they have a clever way of doing movement trays, or do they just use movement trays? I think movement trays are kind of neat, but doesn't it kind of turn your squad into just one model?
Yeah. Then why paint multiple models?
Yeah. Evolution of Gaming. That sound makes me glad I forked out a little extra for a quiet one. Yeah, I forked out a little extra for a loud one, unfortunately. Yeah, they were big old liars. Infinite DM, it's movement trays with circle bases. Ah, so you the best of both worlds. You get circle bases, but you don't use them. You put them on a block. Antonio, Warhammer Fantasy never actually existed. It was just a collective fever dream we all shared. At least that's what I get from Games Workshop's attitude. I mean, they gave you Warhammer Fantasy players end times with a bunch of new models and books and stuff. And then they were like, "Yeah, okay, now screw you. Now we're doing a different game."
Mm-hmm.
So go burn your elf army.
Yeah.
Ah, good old that video. Coeg 15324. Games Workshop personally goes to the home of everyone who plays out-of-date editions of their minis, games, and breaks their legs before throwing them to the lions. I thought they were just going to take away their models.
Nah, they're horrible now.
Chicken eggs. Games Workshop literally went to the homes of every fantasy Warhammer owner, burnt their rulebooks, and melted their plastics down into Sigmarines.
Disgusting.
Infinite DM, it's mainly useful for tactical movements, i.e. flanking and rear attacks. I think, though, the 40k and Age of Sigmar, though, they kind of, they, like, claim to be skirmish games, and so you don't really need that sort of movements. In theory. I wouldn't mind if they brought it back for tanks. If you shoot a tank in the butt, you can do extra damage. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't think we need all four sides to be different, but, you know.
Well, now you're just acting crazy.
Okay, front armor 14, side armor 12, rear armor 11. Your guardsmen aren't allowed to shoot at it.
Yeah.
Orc boys can't hurt it except for the knob's power claw. Oh, those were the days.
And I'm gonna back up my tank up against terrain, so you absolutely cannot attack the back.
Mm-hmm.
What a fun time.
Mm-hmm. All your Space Marine tanks have sponsons, so even if you have perfect movement, you can't shoot anything. But all of my Tau stuff has turrets, so they can shoot in all directions at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Ares tabletop models. What do you think about Gundam model kits? They're sweet. I've built a couple of Star Wars Gundams, like Star Wars style Gundam kits from Bandai, and they are really, really neat. They have amazing posability, but are a teeny bit not fragile, but they like to come apart. They don't break when they come apart, but it's you find the pose you like and you kind of leave it alone.
Are you saying that they're not a toy?
Yeah, they're not really toys.
I mean, throw it out then. What's even the point?
Constant. The letter K. J, does the light have to directly shine at the camera? Yes. Hold on a second. There, now we're talking.
Exactly. Perfect.
I need this. The last layer of paint to dry.
Michael Spitz, would you change your mind about start collecting and airbrush if the airbrush was my first airbrush?
No, I mean, I think more. I mean, I guess it depends. Like if you're of someone who's got a bunch of models to paint and not a lot of time and wants to try to see if an airbrush will make them faster, I think that's a really good place to get an airbrush. But if you don't have a lot of models, like, you get models before anything. Get models before paint.
Mm-hmm. Right. Get models before food.
Yeah.
Get models before paying your credit card bills.
Mm-hmm. Antonio, laughing about ridiculous rules is all fun and games until I remember that I'm a Tau player in 9th edition.
I get it.
The letter K, Jay, in your airbrush video, you told us to wear a mask when airbrushing. Wear a mask, my guy. Then particles ain't good for you. I know, but it's over there. Oh, no. I have one right here. Okay, I'm sure this will be great for the audio. No, it probably won't matter.
It doesn't matter. You sound
there.
exactly the same.
Woo!
If anything, you sound more attractive.
Yeah. Aries tabletop models, what would you say to a war game that uses those model kits as playable units? I've been working on one that some people say seem to really like. Oh, like with Gundams as wargaming miniatures? I mean, I guess it's possible if you find small enough Gundams. Or a war game that uses big enough models.
Hunter Crossit, what's the announcement for Saturday? Is it Kill Team 2? I know in one of the articles I was reading that there's supposed to be some sort of orc announcements. Something about orcs. But I don't know if that's the Kill Team thing. But I've also heard some rumors about Kill Team.
Yeah. Kill Team kind of exists in a really weird spot where
yeah,
it almost is just a nice thing they did for 40k players who don't always want to have an entire game of big 40k. Because it seems like Warcry and Underworlds are its own unique game. It uses some of the same characters and designs as big Age of Sigmar, but it's its own thing, whereas Kill Team is not its own thing. It uses regular 40k kits. And I think, I wish that they would have come out and just say what they want it to be, because I think it'd be cool if it was kind of made into its own game a little bit. And like they would maybe come out with like a pack of 10 orcs, but it was, 2 knobs, 5 boys, 5 Gretchen, a Berna, and like all the different things you can take. Because like a newbie to Kill Team, it seems silly to expect them to buy, an entire box of Reavers just to get a Reaver Sergeant in their Space Marine Kill Team.
Yeah. I mean, or, you have to buy 1,000 boxes of orcs in order to be able to get all the options.
Yeah. But some armies are still like, Grey Knights, 1 box.
Right.
And then some armies are like, ooh, there we go.
What?
Like Adeptus Mechanicus, they're a 1-box faction pretty much, but you want 10 of the 1 gun that comes in the box. Jazz, right? Hello from Australia. I'm on my lunch break. Australia has a shockingly huge Warhammer scene for how badly they're treated in terms of price and shipping. Ooh.
Yeah, it is a little crazy. And usually the Australians are nuts about it. Like,
oh yeah,
they love it. Michael Spitz, I think I may make a 10-hour Compressor Boy compilation too. Yeah, you should.
Internet Man, the rumors is that the next Kill Team release is Kill Team 2nd Edition with a box of Orcs versus Death Corps of Krieg. That would be interesting. Weirdly, though, it's weirdly specific. It would be Orcs versus Imperial Guard, but have it be the Death Corps of Krieg and not the Steel Legion. Because the Armageddon War is pretty famous for Orcs versus Imperial Guard. And so it would be weird that they finally bring the Orcs and the Imperial Guard together, but it's not Steel Legion. I guess, you know what, though? They could because Steel Legion and Death Corps of Krieg look very similar, like just different shades of gas mask. So it would actually be kind of cool if the Krieg box was also the Steel Legion box. You just glue on a different gas mask head, or a different trench coat body.
I'm sure that's what they're doing.
I should have prepared myself a new palette, or just done any preparation at all. Alright, I need my blue wash.
I wonder if you were busy doing something else today.
Oh, maybe.
That would be kind of crazy.
I don't know, that doesn't sound like me.
Nope.
I need my Lamian medium. Kinyonones, Valrak's rumor was that the Krieg stuff was just a kill team, but who knows? Yeah, who knows? Infinite DM. From trench coats, you can get like 3 or 4 different guard types. I've said it before and I'll say it again. They nailed it with Space Marines, because Space Marines are 99% just different colors. The Imperial Guard factions, there's a lot more actual variety in their look and design.
Yep, they messed up. Because then you're gonna get you have all those fans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my very specific chapter doesn't have a thing yet.
Just make an Imperial Guard box with 9 different torsos, 12 different leg designs, 10 different head designs, 15 different lasgun designs. Because they all have different shaped lasguns, too.
Yeah. And have it be $33.
One thing that could be actually really cool, often when the Imperial Guard will take people from, like, planets that have recently been rediscovered, and so they're in, like, historical time periods of Earth. Like Renaissance period, and so they'll just pick them up in a spaceship and just drop them on a battlefield. And so you'll have like people on horseback with flintlock rifles against the orcs, just trying to win by volume of bodies. I would actually love to see that. Like recently, I don't even know what you would call it. I guess like recently incorporated units. This looks really good. Washes, mixing washes is really, really fun. You'll really get a lot out of it real quick. I mixed like 50-50 blue wash and 50-50 Lamian medium, the wash medium. And it really is doing some nice work, some nice subtle work.
There's a blue lady right there.
Mm-hmm. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da, da ba dee da ba da, da ba dee da ba da. I feel like I could paint this thing in 2 hours or 10 hours, depending on how hard I wanted to go.
It is a nice little model, isn't it?
It is. Kinonones, the guard's flaw is that they are too human.
Yeah.
Jay, was your favorite episode of Text to Speech? His special episodes where he just has the characters play Yu-Gi-Oh! They're not part of the real story, but he just decides to do... He's done it twice, where the characters just play Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's great.
Amazing.
Tries art. Now I can use bolt action models in 40k. Hell yeah, you can. Iron Frenzy 217. Hello there.
Hello there.
Jason.
10 hours or no balls.
Ooh, maybe I'll do everything on her really cold colors, like except for the skulls. Ooh, maybe except for the skulls and the guns. That might look cool.
Ooh, I like it.
Icon the 7, only the what I can assume the base coat, and it already looks better than anything I can do. So a little airbrush and a little washage, and a little blue.
It is a great way to paint.
This might be my 1000th model.
That's true.
I mean, I was at 700 in January.
Yes.
They say 10,000 hours. I'm probably halfway there.
Yeah.
Brownerman D&D, Brownerama D&D. Is Rogue Trader still available to buy anywhere? I love those lasgun guys. I don't think so. They seem to be pretty limited run. This one is from a Blackstone Fortress expansion, but those models were kind of neat, and they have kill team rules, weirdly enough. I think they were the Astridian Star Striders and the Gellerpox Infected were the two armies.
It is weird that they had kill team rules.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like Games Workshop doesn't make any sense.
Kinonas, you can buy it on eBay for $275. That's a little scalpy, but it's not too bad. It's like 30% markup.
Michael Spitz, funnily enough, like all the Start Collectings are sold out except for Tau. Lucky me. And unlucky a bunch of other people.
Jason, Alaska. The bullets being loaded are probably Phosphex bullets, known Archaeotech weapons. Basically a one-shot kill for just about anything. Neat. I like the idea that and this probably is her lore, I'm guessing, because it seems like it's pretty well depicted in the mini. But she's blind, but she can see out of the two skulls. Because each skull has one functioning eye. And the left skull has the left eye, the right skull has the right eye. TK's 3D prints. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit the subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
That's all true. We had our call-in stream on Saturday, and that was a lot of fun too.
It was so much fun. Those are always a good time.
they are. They very much are.
Wait a minute. Jay stole my idea of painting good. I'm telling Mom.
Yeah. How did you come up with that idea? To paint good?
I don't know. It just came to me one day.
You woke up and you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to paint good.
Mm-hmm. DK's Favorite Prince, 84 watching, only 40 thumbs down. Show some love and hit that thumbs down.
We might, I mean, we're almost at, we have 90 people watching right this second. I mean, we can maybe even hit 100. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
You had me up until that one.
Yeah, sometimes you burp a little
Yeah.
too many times. And then that's pretty gross.
Mm-hmm. Kino Kanonis, imagine being a loyal Imperial servant all your life, and now you're just load bullets into a revolver. John Alberts, they also made Pius Vorn playable in the new Sisters book. In the new Sisters book? Not just in Kill Team? That's kind of cool. Browner Man D&D. Yeah, the Euclidean Star Striders were awesome, but the rest, meh. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about the Gellerpox Infected too. They were just kind of Nurgle, kind of regular Nurgle, and so it didn't flim my flams as much as the new thing, which was the Star Striders.
Internet man, what is the best soda?
Root beer.
I like cherry Pepsi a lot.
Cherry Pepsi's pretty good.
I like cherry Pepsi. Like, if I could only have one soda for the rest of time, it'd be cherry Pepsi. Although I do like a root beer. I mean, I like a lot of other things too, but that's one of my faves.
Chicken Dogs. There was a Kill Team expansion, Rogue Trader, for the Star Striders and Gellerpox Infected, and then there was the Blackstone Fortress games and expansions, and all the characters from Blackstone Fortress have rules for Kill Team. Wow. Neat and weird.
Yeah. Good old G-dubs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it makes sense to them? Do you think they get it? They're like, yeah, we know what's going on. Or do you think they're like, what?
I'm guessing they don't know.
Yeah.
Well, here's the tricky thing with all of this stuff. They make the rules for free. Sort of. Let me finish that thought. So they make all of their money off of the miniatures. They make a tiny bit from codexes and stuff, but really they make the rules for free to try to get people to buy the models. And so it makes sense for them to write as many rules as possible for as many things to be used in as many games to give people a reason to buy the models. So it is a weird dance. It's a weird dance Games Workshop does, where they're a game company, but their money comes from selling the figures, and so they do things to sell figures, which includes making a game system.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of game system, these bases that came with Dominion are not very good.
Yeah, they're crappy. They're really bad. Like every single one I've had to clean up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a little pissed actually.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they're a little thinner than normal, and
they have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Although models are great.
Yeah, the models are perfect.
But that.
I had one model where the peg didn't seem to fit in the slot, and I'm like, God damn it, Games Workshop. And so I started cutting it up, and then I realized I made the mistake. So I had to really carefully glue it all back together.
You were halfway through a mean email.
Mm-hmm.
Infinite DM. Wow, really? Mine were like the Indominus ones.
Not
they're
the same. They're the same. Shape with the two holes in them, or the one hole for the 32. I think there's two holes for the 40s, but
I just think we got bad ones.
Yeah, they're not high quality. Yeah, a little much flashing. And
the thing that pisses me off is the they have like the pour spouts on,
Yeah.
on like the 40s on the side.
Yeah, and they're
So you
bad
have-
pour spouts, so they leave like a little. They tear out a little chunk.
Yeah, and you painting it doesn't change that it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're suing Games Workshop, by the way, guys. Everyone thinks we're shills.
Mhm.
We're actually just gonna go sue them.
Robert has Down sooner. So are we? Are we as an EOB community going to start a Kickstarter to get Jay a Warlord Titan out of spite? God, I don't want a Warlord Titan. It's a shocking amount of work for very little reward. I mean, what? Am I gonna fight 4 people at once? Because
Yes.
it's so many points. I looked it up. A Reaver, or no, the small one, the Warhound Titan is 2,000 points.
Wow. I wonder though, is it really that balanced? Like if it was you against my 2,000 point orc army.
No, I'd expect you to win, just because you have more shots and more options. I think it would be kind of cool to play with. It's kind of like if somebody has a boat. It's cool to go on it, but you want to be the one who gets to leave at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
And not have a boat.
Oh yeah.
You want to show up with a 6-pack and you're a hero.
Yep.
Who didn't have to spend thousands of dollars on a boat and paint and 10 tubes of epoxy and pinning everything in sight and buying. I don't get why everyone magnetizes it. It's too big to magnetize. There needs to be a better option than magnetizing when things get that big.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz, right? What new orc model do you guys want to see revealed? Grot snipers.
that'd be cool, and probably not gonna happen, unfortunately.
Moniteur, I did the same thing with my Illuminator Cesares, got turned around in my head and ended up doing emergency surgery, then realized afterwards I had it right the first time.
How awkward.
Mm-hmm. Arbitrist Engineer. No, you're going to play a Apocalypse game against your Warlord against other Warlords. I've seen one in person. They're shocking.
Yeah. And for some reason, only middle-aged men own them.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, a little odd. I only want to watch it. Threaded screws when it gets that big. I think so, because the problem with big magnets is they become kind of dangerous and like really strong, and magnets want to shatter. I feel like I would want to get like those quick disconnect keychains and just work those in, because those can hold up a couple pounds, like a half pound or however much the guns are.
That's a good idea. Hell, it should come with that for how much it is.
Yeah, it should. Evaluation of gaming, cheaper than a Ferrari. That is true. 5-string Connor. I feel like if I were to spend $2,000, oop.
Did it go away?
I think it went away.
Yep. Sometimes that happens. Kyle Transu, pot grot, stab grot, and finally, gun grot.
Gun grot.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but I just decided to argue with somebody in the comments about gun. Because they said it was ridiculous. I mentioned recoil. And then I was like, why would it have it's got dinky little arms. Why would you put giant gun on dinky little arms? And then they said, well, according to physics, a bigger gun would have less recoil. And then I said, but there's cannons, and cannons have tons of recoil. And then he's I don't know, I felt like it. I just felt like pushing it.
It felt like being naughty.
Yeah. And then I was cannons have lots of recoil, and then he said the bigger the gun, the more recoil. But plenty of people shoot guns from the hip. And then I said, yeah, but don't they brace the gun against their hip?
Uh-huh.
And then I think he gave up, or his fan responded in a couple hours.
But you're gonna see this all the way through.
Oh yeah. I also love, clearly it's a fictional laser gun that probably has no recoil because of magic. But I just loved it. I just loved it. Five-string Connor. If I spent $2,000 on a 40k, I would just go and spend it on a sweet army. Yeah, you could get a sweet army of anything for $2,000, like a huge army, well over 2,000 points. Matthew Maclachlan. I'm currently putting together my Chaos Knight. It's going to be so fun. The Chaos Knight kit is dope. I kind of want one.
Pink, as we said before.
I do want to paint it pink. Oh, and I should put some dancer poles on top with the whatchamacallit, the demonettes.
Ah, God, would that be amazing? Some dancer poles.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that you respect them as dancers.
Oh yeah. Kyle Transu, this is my new goal. Find Jay in real life and get into a heated argument. Yeah, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. All right, give out your exact address.
Mm-hmm.
We live near Santa Claus on Candy Cane Lane.
Yeah. I live kind of by free parking.
Mm.
Yeah, if you hit Baltic, you've gone too far.
Mm.
Kind of doing a green sort of thing.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Green to green sort of thing.
Greens and blues. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, pot crud. Maybe I have my own pot grat.
I heard the weirdest complaint about the new Cruel Boys not being funny is that they're not smiling.
Okay.
Has there ever been a smiling orc model?
I think some of the Gretchens have grins.
Some of the Gretchens have grins. I guess the Pain Boy kind of has a smirk.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not like laugh out loud comedy funny. Like they're more funny in the context, not in that they look like silly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand that. I mean, you can just not like them. How about we just do
Yeah.
that? You don't have to have a reason. You just like, I don't like them. They look weird. I don't like them. They're new, and I don't like change, and that sucks.
Trizard, give us your best wog.
Jay has one of the best orc voices on this side of the Mississippi. I can say that for a fact. It's a little weird.
Mm-hmm. Stanley Campbell, is it weird that I try to get everyone I know into 40k in some way, like into the lore, painting, or assembling models? I feel like that's pretty normal. You want to spread the love.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken nuggets. Guys, I just doxed EOB. They live at 69420 Dewey Lane. Drewy Lane.
Yeah.
Infinite DM. People mad that Cruel Boys got that drip. I don't know what that means, but it sounds right. I feel like the maybe it's like what are they called? What are the loom boss and what are the squig Gloomspite gets are like silly, like a 5-year-old would really dig them. I feel like the
High five.
yeah, and I feel like Cruel Boys are funny. Like Sid from Toy Story would really like them.
Yeah.
There's just different humor, so it's like two different comedians.
I mean, after seeing the that abomination, those two abominations that that they're coming out with for the Cruel Boys, I mean, those are hilarious, especially especially the man.
Jazz, right? Oh my gosh, I hate it when people pronounce "wog" with the G sound at the end. Wait, so you think it's just "wah"? It's "wog." Like, there's definitely a G at the end. Has there ever been a smiling orc model, Gazgul, almost every orc from Age of Sigmar and Pain Boys? I guess what's the definition of... I can't picture a single orc model with a smile. There's a lot of yelling. Is yelling a smile? The letter K. Yes, Jay, it is just wah. That, you guys are playing a trick on me. It's wog. It's a guttural G. Well, what's the difference between a guttural G and a G? I mean, the whole thing is, everything orcs say is guttural. Infinite Forces. Eobay, I have a very important question. When will that Space Marine in your intro finally finish his model?
That's a good question. Do you think he ever will?
Jazz, right. It's definitely pronounced wah because it's like a slur of war. I'm gonna have to watch some animations again, but I'm pretty sure it's wog. It's not wah.
Michael Spitz, what did we name the intro Space Marine?
Yellow guy? Space Marine drawing PSD?
Yeah, yeah. Underscore final, not final?
Yeah. Michael Spitz.
Final too.
Actually, it's wag, like tail wag, or wag, like tail wag. Yes, that, I think that sounds more right. Master Encounter. It's like how people pronounce hand differently.
Five-string Connor. Looking at Gazgul on the web store, he's deaf just screaming.
The letter K. Yay, we found another trash opinion by Jay.
Oh boy. Trash opinion. Trash opinion.
Yeah. Oh, I'm full of them.
And speaking of trash opinions, it is after 10.
Yeah. Well, I might have to get back to work on some different models, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. Nobody else does. Well, our Patreon supporters probably do, but
yeah,
no
probably
one else gets to know.
Nope.
Alrighty. So we had a video out today. Got 2 more videos out this week, and we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. So join us for that.
All right, everybody. Good night.